I've spent the last month trying to figure out how to finally stick to my goals. My usual method, buying a $40 planner, color coding it for 3 days, and then losing it under a pile of laundry, was not exactly foolproof. So I dug into the research, tested strategies myself, and separated what actually worked from the garbage advice floating around online. In this video, I'll show you the myths you've probably been following that keep you stuck, and then I'll share the science-backed methods that helped me actually move forward. Let's start with the myths. These are the traps most of us fall into when setting goals, and honestly, I've done every single one of them. Myth number 1, the 21-day rule. Somewhere along the line, everyone started repeating that it takes exactly 21 days to form a habit. Sounds great, right? 3 weeks and you're a new person. The problem is, it's made up. Real studies from University College London show habits can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days, depending on complexity. Drinking a glass of water after lunch. Quick, going to the gym 5 times a week. Buckle in. Believing the 21-day rule just sets you up to quit when you don't magically transform by week 3. Myth number 2, tell everyone your goals. Instagram loves this one. Post your goal, go public, let the world hold you accountable. Except research shows the opposite often happens. When you announce a goal, you get a dopamine hit from the social approval and trick your brain into thinking you've already made progress. It feels so good to be congratulated for becoming a writer that you never actually write. Oversharing doesn't build accountability, it builds fake accomplishment. Myth number 3, visualize success and nothing else. This one sounds harmless. Imagine yourself crushing your goal and it will magically come true. The problem, positive fantasies lower effort unless they're paired with planning. When participants only pictured success, their motivation and actual performance dropped. It's like staring at a photo of 6-pack abs while holding a donut. You're not fooling anyone, least of all your metabolism. All right, enough with the myths. Let's look at what actually works. These are strategies backed by research and tested in my own messy life, and I've ordered them from useful to most effective, finishing with the one that made the biggest difference for me. Tip number 1, shrink the timeline to 12 weeks. Annual goals are basically fairy tales. They're too distant, they create no urgency, and most people procrastinate until December before cramming. Research on temporal motivation shows that shorter deadlines spark action. A 12-week horizon is short enough to feel urgent, but long enough to see real progress. It's why businesses run quarterly targets instead of waiting for one giant year-end report. Tip number 2, use SMART goals. You've heard this acronym before: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, time-bound. And yes, it can feel corporate and boring, but the science is solid. When goals are vague, I'll get fit, you can't track them. But when you say, I'll do 45 workouts in 12 weeks, you've created a scoreboard. Studies show measurable process goals increase follow-through dramatically. Think less about the finish line and more about how many times you're actually running toward it. Tip number 3, implementation intentions. This is where the research gets fun. Psychologist Peter Gollwitzer ran studies on if-then planning, and the results are staggering. People who used it were almost twice as likely to hit their goals. It works like this. If it's 7 a.m. on Monday, then I'll go for a run. You're pre-programming your brain with a response. No willpower, no debate, just autopilot. Tip number 4, habit stacking. This one I tried myself, and it's sneaky powerful. You attach a new habit to something you already do. After I brush my teeth, I'll meditate for 2 minutes. After I pour my morning coffee, I'll write 1 sentence. James Clear popularized it, but the research shows pairing new behaviors with established routines builds consistency. My favorite? After I open Netflix, I'll do 10 push-ups. At this point, I've done enough push-ups to deserve an honorary Marvel cameo. Tip number 5, measure relentlessly. This is the heavy hitter, the one that changed everything for me. A famous Harvard Business Review study on performance management found that what gets measured gets improved, and it's true. I started tracking progress every week, not just at the end of a project. The act of recording progress creates accountability, feedback, and momentum. If you want to stick with your goals, treat measurement like brushing your teeth. Non-negotiable. Because you don't become what you dream about, you become what you measure. Please like and subscribe. Think of it as your first measurable goal today. It takes 2 seconds, no smart framework required.